Everybody, welcome back to another video with Gem Mint Masters. I feel like it's been a while since I've done one. I've got some orders sitting at PSA. I've got a batch of cards here I'm getting ready to send off. And I may actually be doing a little ripping here in the near future. I've kind of scaled back my ripping of cards, focusing on a lot of purchasing singles, which I think this whole order is. So this is a really cool order. I got a lot of randomness going on in this one. Some personal collection stuff. Got a couple cards for a friend in here. And then just some random cards I picked up at shows and card shops recently that I thought were pretty cool. And this is going to be quite a random order, but I'm really excited about it. A lot of value in here, not only in the, I would say, the price that I paid for these. I got a lot of this stuff for really cheap. I tell you right now, eBay is a great source for me and for a lot of people for buying singles. But man, go to card shows, go to card shops. You're gonna get a lot better deals. The negotiation is a lot easier. You can bundle stuff. You don't have to pay shipping. You gotta do all that. And the most important part to me is I get to look these cards over with a fine-tooth comb in person, knowing that I'm getting a good product. I went to a show this last weekend and I probably picked out a bunch of cards from a dealer, and I'm not shy. I will definitely ask if I can look over each one very carefully. I looked over probably about 10 cards. I think I ended up buying 3 of them. Again, it's a good place to be able to spot any kind of flaws, and if you're not comfortable with a card. I mean, I do raw to grade, so I want to find a card that I think is in amazing condition that's going to get a 10, hopefully. And also with knowing that I can at least get a 9 and be okay. But anyway, so that's the strategy there. I've got some really cool videos upcoming about my personal collection and kind of the strategy I've been talking about for a while. So stay tuned for that one, but I'll go through this stack of cards and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so again, pretty random stack. Go through them pretty quickly. Here's a recent card shop find, Jonathan Taylor Hollow. This is like an $80 to $100 card in a PSA 10. I think I got this for like $5. I was like, I could not pass that. His market is obviously down. He hasn't done a ton over the last couple of years, but I think there's some excitement around the Colts. There's a little bit of a speculative play, but again, this is already selling for $80 to $100. So I feel like I can't go wrong on that one. That was a good one. This next one is definitely more speculative, but I got this again for like $5. This looked really cool. I'd love the look of these green velocities. I got this at the same card shop. I got the Jonathan Taylor. I got a Calvin Ridley green velocity. This is the same year as Josh Allen, I believe, and Lamar Jackson. 2018, yep. And so again, a couple bucks. Hopefully the new setting for him in Tennessee will do something for him, but I just thought that'd be a fun one to submit. Again, I only paid a couple bucks. Thought I'd try that one out. Next one here, and I've got quite a few of these in here. I got an Anthony Richardson green hyper. His stuff, I don't know, it's weird. It's all over the place. You can get the purple shock is a parallel you can find for around $25 to $30. This one I think was maybe in the $40 to $50 range. Some of the other ones, they're going for all over the place, different numbers. Green velocity is like 60, 70. Just depends. But I will say this, when you're subbing a guy like Anthony Richardson, especially in Optic, there are so many different parallels. Look at the pop counts. Look at the market. Look what they're selling for. That will really help dictate what the best purchase is. So this I feel like is a better purchase than, again, like the purple shock, like I was saying. Those are only going for like $100 in a PSA 10, and you're paying 30, and then you've got 20 in grading, so you're already into it for 50. So your max is like a 2x on that. I think you're better off with something like this. So something to think about if you're looking to sub anybody like Richardson or any of the Optic rookies, to be honest. Different parallels will sell for different amounts. So keep that in mind. kind of shooting myself in the foot here a little bit because I've got 2 of the Puka Nacua purple shocks here. I just kind of said the purple shock was like the highest pop count, probably the most subbed card, which it is. Comes out of the Walmart Blasters, which are probably the most available product and ripped product out in the market. So that's probably why you're seeing a lot of these, but these are super cheap. I think these are like under $10 a piece. So I think that the value is there. Again, if you can get it for the right price, you know, the Anthony Richardson, $25 or under. I think you got to set a target price for yourself on the cards that you're purchasing. If you can set a target price, you can get it for that price. Just don't overpay, and you'll be good. So 2 purple shocks on the Puka. This next one is probably the most random card you'll ever see. This is I'm sending these next 2 cards. Actually, I'm sending for a buddy. We got a YODA here. This is 1990. Let me see, 1997. The Star Wars CCG customizable card game by Decipher. So this is like a super rare set. YODA, amazing condition. He kept some of the stuff in really amazing condition. I did sub an R2-D2 for him like a year ago maybe. It came back a PSA 9, which is great because that's the highest grade that's out there. So he wanted to try another one. So we'll see what we get on this, but this is so cool. Used to play that game back in the day, fun game. And then here's his other card. We got a Spud Webb. He's an NC State fan, so you got Spud Webb and his NC State gear. Auto out of 99, exquisite collection. So kind of a cool PC ad for him there. This will be my first time subbing a mem card, so hopefully all goes well. All right, next one here. Got another Anthony Richardson. Got a blue hyper. Again, it's kind of right along the same lines as the green hyper. A little bit more rare than some of the other ones. This one looked really good. I did buy quite a few Richardsons, and I think there was probably 3 of them I'm not subbing because I didn't like the look of them. And I think one I actually sent back because it had a crease in the back, and I was definitely disappointed about that. But so we got a blue hyper there. There's going to be some other ones kind of mixed in here, I believe. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Next card here, Brock Purdy pink. I've been wanting to get some more Purdy cards added to my collection. I got this for a pretty cheap price, I would say. I think these are going for like 50, 60. But like 250 to 300 in a PSA 10. So Brock Purdy's got a nice market. There's definitely some room if you're looking to buy and sell some cards or add them to your PC. Purdy's a good one. You know, the more the years go on and these cards sit out there in the market, it's so much harder to find them in good condition, I'm finding. 2020 is starting to become difficult to find really pristine condition cards because you're again, they've been out in the market for 4 years now. Some of the super ultra modern stuff, 2023, that's like just come out, super easy to find, and you'll also kind of notice that the pop counts are growing exponentially over some of the years like 2021. I did just a quick analysis for somebody the other day on Purple Shock Parallel. I did CJ Stroud versus Joe Burrow, and I think the pop count on the CJ Stroud is now over 2,000 on the Purple Shock Parallel, and the Joe Burrow is, I believe it's like 600-ish. So you're talking somebody that's been out there for 4 years, just as big of a market and following, yet the pop count is about a quarter of the guy who literally just came out. It's mind-boggling. So something to keep in mind when you're buying and selling cards, especially. The market is gonna be set by the quantities that are out there, and there's a ton of CJ Stroud Purple Shocks out there, and a lot of the other guys. So something to keep in mind. Speaking of Purple Shock, we've got an Anthony Richardson here, just the one I was talking about earlier. So I'm just subbing one of these. Again, this was like $25, so it's super cheap. I'm hoping he has a nice performance spike. There's a lot of hype around him. I will not have these back until at least a few weeks into the season, so kind of banking on that. A lot of this stuff, I did squeeze in some football orders during the promo, but I've got a lot more that I wasn't able to get in. So hoping for the best for a lot of these guys. I was pretty selective on who I grabbed. Some of the guys that I felt like have performed, and then you've got Richardson, I think he's got a ways to go. So we'll see how that one goes. Next card here. I feel like I got a steal on this one. I was telling somebody this story the other day. When you're looking for cards, I got this off of eBay. When you're looking for cards on eBay, find the cards with the terrible pictures and ask questions, get some more pictures sent, or just take a gamble if you want and go for it. And this one, I can't remember if I got any more pictures from the seller or what, but I got this for 14 bucks. This card sells for like 30 all day, every day. Centering is great. I looked over the card. It looks great. I have high expectations for this one, but I got this for about half of what the normal going rate is. Because again, the pictures did not look that great. So people are kind of shy to, take a chance on a card like that when they see that. So, all right, these next, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards are from a show I just went to recently. I picked a bunch of these up in a lot. Got a Brock Purdy neon green out of $2.99 here, select. I like this select rookie. I also like the fact that Purdy only had, I think, 2 different versions in the select this year, which most guys had 4. He had the concourse. Is that the concourse? I believe so. Yeah, somewhere. I think it says on there. This is the concourse, and then he had the field level, but he didn't have the Premier and whatever the other one was. So there are a lot less Brock Purdy select rookies out there. I was able to find one that I was looking for, and I was shocked because I look everywhere and I can't find these. These select rookies are hard to find, especially the just regular silver non-die cut ones. That's the one I was looking for. But this one was cool. I got a decent deal. I think it was like 70 bucks or something. They can go for upwards of 100. So we'll see how that goes. Taking a little chance on that one. I like Purdy. Super excited about this card. Got a killer deal on this. CJ Stroud Optic Stars. Centered perfectly all the way around. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It looks really good to me. Some of those like very minor print lines on the back, but I think a lot of these optic cards do. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But I got this for probably like 30% under the comps that are going on right now. So I was super excited about that. This next card, PC card for me, I love this card. I'm on kind of like a Shaq rookie kick right now. I found this card. This is one of the shorter print ones. This is the all rookie team ultra. It was an insert. I think you got like 1 per box. So I looked this one over really carefully. It looked amazing to me, like no surface issues. I don't even think there were really any corner issues, to be honest. So I'm taking my chances here, see what I can do. I paid $10 for this card. This card is one of my childhood cards when I started collecting back in like 93. This is 92, 93. This was probably like $100 card back then. And the fact that I got it for 10 bucks now is crazy. And it goes for a pretty decent amount in a PSA 10. But this is a card I plan on just keeping in my PC. I'm chasing as many Shaq rookies as I can find. And when I made that comment earlier about the longer time goes on, the harder it is to find cards in good condition, you can bet that it's almost impossible to find cards like that. So if I see one, I'm gonna be chomping at the bit to get it. And especially for that deal, I can beat that. All right, next one. We got another purple shock here. So again, but this is a 2020. Again, the pop counts are way lower. Jordan Love. I think I paid around 50 for this. I got this at a show with a few of these other cards. Look great. Centering looked great all around. I like Jordan Love. I think of all the rookies out of 2020, he's got, there's the best potential for you to go out and do raw to grade and stuff because his are a little bit cheaper than some of the other ones. Herbert, Burrow especially. I think Jalen Hurts is a little bit under them too. So Hurts might be somewhere around the Jordan Love market, but I think he's got good potential. And then here's another one I got along with it too, pink camo. I think he paid like 25 for that one. So I thought that was a pretty solid deal. This one right here, another kind of speculative play, but I paid $5 for this. Brandon Ayuk, Prism Black Silver. You don't see a lot of these centered nicely and in great condition like this one. So I definitely grabbed this one. I also grabbed, I think it was like a Purple Shock Ayuk I got for $5 as well, but I'm not going to sub that. I want to see how this one goes first. And then I might consider, I'm kind of holding that one for another order. And kind of see how he does too. I mean, he got his contract signed. I guess there's probably a little bit of hype around him. He doesn't have a huge market, but we'll see how that goes. I love the look of that Prism Black Silver. Those are so cool. All right, last two cards. Pick this one. I picked this up for $5 the other day on eBay. I got this. I don't know what the deal was with this. This is like a $20 card normally. Looks great to me. Centering a little off top to bottom, but it's definitely within tolerance. I didn't see any surface issues. Look great. So, and I if I remember correctly, this was kind of like a later night purchase around like midnight. Man, I tell you, get on there, look late at night, you might find some deals. $5 for this, I can't believe it. Probably a $75 card in a PSA 10. And for comparison, I bought this card at the same exact time, but I paid $10 for this. Sam LaPorta Green Velocity. I mean, Green Velocity is a little more sought after, but I was definitely a little surprised I paid 10 for this and 5 for the Puka, but this is still a decent deal on this. $65, $75 card in a PSA 10. Looks great. Again, the Green Velocity is a good one to go after. You're going to pay a little bit more, but the delta and what you're going to get for it is more than something, again, like a Purple Shock. You're paying 10 for this, 5 for a Purple Shock. That's what, a $5 difference. I'm probably going to get $10 to $15 more for this card. So just something to keep in mind. So there is, even though you're going to pay more for this, you're going to make more in the return on it. So something to think about. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this quick video. We got this awesome order going off the PSA. And as I mentioned before, stay tuned. I've got some really cool strategy PC videos coming up soon. The one I'm really excited about is, I'm calling it Upgrading Your Personal Collection. I've been doing a lot of consolidation of my collection lately, selling off some of the base cards, kind of upgrading to some numbered or more, sought after parallel cards. And I've also found this amazing website where you can do some trading, which is like my new favorite thing to do. So I'll talk a little bit more about that on that next video, but thanks for joining me. Stay tuned for those videos. And again, I'll probably have a quick little rip here and some new product. Not a lot of new product coming out lately, but I've got I think it's a Mosaic Basketball Mega Box coming, so I'm going to give that one a try and see how that goes. But yeah, thanks again. Drop a like, comment. Most importantly, a subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.